Well, the Trump administration is continuing to press forward with their agenda. This as Donald Trump just won a major lawsuit against the corporate media.
Get him out of here!
This as there are some things that are going okay for the Trump administration, while the question still looms and remains. What in the world is happening with these Epstein files and disclosures? As we got some very interesting news about his appointment for the Attorney General of New Jersey. That looks like she won't be the Attorney General of New Jersey. All of this is happening as the resistance is weird here. And honestly, Donald Trump is probably doing more damage to himself than the left can, as the United States has made some major announcements, some major moves here. Some of them too good to be true. That's because they are, as we are going to do a full detailed look into Alina Habba and what she had to say a few months ago that I think might be related to her not getting into this coveted key position of power in New Jersey. If you appreciate these type of nuanced, deep down the rabbit hole conversations, subscribe, click the notification button. We always greatly appreciate your attention and your time that you spend with us. All of this as, before getting into Alina Habba, there's also a lot of other stuff happening right now as Trump just scored a $36 million victory in a settlement with 60 Minutes as they edited out their Kamala Harris interview to make her look more competent. That took a lot of editing. There was a lot of time that took to do that here. As today, the U.S. government also announced that they have officially withdrawn from UNESCO. Now, I'm not a big fan of UNESCO personally, but the reason that they did it was, quote, due to anti-Israeli rhetoric, quote, within the organization that they say is at odds with the America First agenda. Now, that's a whopper of a statement there. Okay. They criticize the foreign government, so they're not America First. That's just weird. But don't say anything about that. This says things aren't going as swimmingly, pardon me, for this administration, as U.S. Senator Mike Lee just posted and then quickly deleted what appeared to be a resignation letter from the head of the U.S. Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve that has, of course, resisted against lowering interest rates, and they are at odds with the president of the United States here, as there are major battles being fought right now, and that will continue to be fought in the financial markets as Donald Trump has been doing his best to try to oust the Federal Reserve chairman. So far, all we got was this fake news that was circulated that some people prematurely celebrated. As, of course, this administration, let's be honest, is a mixed bag here, as James O'Keefe is now trying to get the DOJ to at least release documents surrounding the raid that the FBI did on him. And the DOJ is refusing to do that, probably because James O'Keefe released a kind of interesting video on Pam Bondi that Pam Bondi was pretty mad at, and it looks like Pam Bondi definitely is remembering who says favorable things about her and who doesn't, as it looks like a lot of the kind of denial of release of documents here could be related to, of course, the personal tiff that James O'Keefe and Pam Bondi have had here. As it's also interesting to note here, Susie Willis, the kind of main head lady inside of the White House, also former chief of staff and campaign manager for Bibi Netanyahu, has a consulting firm with Pam Bondi, with allegedly one of their biggest clients being Pfizer. Yeah. Interesting how that is, as, of course, the other major big attorney general that Donald Trump appointed was Alina Habba to be the Attorney General of New Jersey. As today, we are finding out that a group of federal judges appointed by Obama and Biden have just declined to extend Alina Habba's term as interim U.S. Attorney of New Jersey. Now, I had my sources who were telling me the situation was going to be temporary for her anyway. This as there was a pressure campaign by Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, who attacked Habba for bringing charges against Democratic Representative LaMonica McLiver after she assaulted an ICE agent at an anti-ICE protest earlier this year. Now, I have heard from people within the Trump administration her situation was going to be temporary anyway. They denied to, of course, extend that, as this panel now has blocked her from continuing her term there. And from what I heard, it was only supposed to be temporary in order to kind of placate her, as this is what Fox News had to report on this particular situation.
Well, it could be back to the White House soon. Federal
It doesn't look like it.
judges in the District of New Jersey have declined to extend Alina Habba's appointment as interim U.S. attorney. President Trump appointed Habba to the position on March the 24th. Interim U.S. attorneys are only allowed to serve for 120 days if they are not either confirmed by the U.S. Senate or extended indefinitely by the district court in their jurisdiction. We'll find out soon what's in her future plans.
This, as I think our previous comments about Epstein kind of foreshadow that the situation might not be the best for her, as a lot of people are pulling up a lot of the older clips of her, a lot of the older videos of her that are pretty interesting, to say the least. Now, before playing those clips and getting into a deeper down the rabbit hole conversation, we wanted to tell you about LukeUnfiltered.com, as we're doing a members-only meetup in Gdańsk, Poland, August 1st. Come be a part. Hang out, and we're going to do some really cool, fun activities. We're going to hang out. You're going to get to meet like-minded individuals. Last time we did this with the quartering in Milwaukee. It was super fun. Now we're going to do it in Poland. If you want to come, sign up first. Email us. What email do you email? Where do you RSVP? Where do you say you are officially coming? Well, that is something that you find out when you sign up to LukeUnfiltered.com. So click the link down in the description below. Click here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you make sure to RSV your spot when you sign in. You also get emailed back your login. Check your spam. Make sure you get in there. 3 master classes. And, of course, exclusive offers of value just for members. 13 plus years of videos at trying to become the best, strongest, most amazing version of yourself here. And lots of really incredible stuff. Members only store. And a lot of really great things that are only available for members of LukeUnfiltered.com. As, of course, if you appreciate our 21 years of work, yes, I've been doing this for 21 years. Gosh darn too long. If you appreciate all of that, subscribe. Click the notification button. We always greatly appreciate your ability to be a part of this independent media organization. Unlike, and again, there's a lot of people with bad reputations out there that just sell and promote anything. We don't do that. I try to bring people together. We do nature hikes. We do self-defense classes. We do picnics. We do literal things where I go there and I shame you. If you're drinking booze, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Get some coconut water, kombucha. And if you want that experience, come out to Poland. It's going to be fun. As you know, I really do care about my friends, my family, and I do care about you guys too, and I try to show that as best as I can. I want to do more in real life meetups. I'm also going to be at the Ron Paul birthday party as well, so I got a lot of traveling ahead. I want to do some really fun stuff. I can only do it with your full support, and the best way to support us, 20 cents a day, LukeUnfiltered.com, quick, easy, simple, and then you also get access to me one-on-one directly through our Telegram channel, which I am active in, and I am talking to you guys directly. Now, let's continue on with Alina Habba here, who has a very kind of uncertain future. And I think she has a very uncertain future because she was previously on the Piers Morgan show. And this is what she had to say in February when asked about the Jeffrey Epstein saga, as she promised an imminent Epstein info dump, saying it's very deeply disturbing. There are flight logs, there's details, there's names that will emerge. Arrests must follow. It's essential, she declared. It's been a long time since February. Let me check the clock here. What time is it? Oh, it's not February anymore. I wonder what happened.
Get information either later today or tomorrow from these files. What can you tell me about that?
I believe it will be today. I was just with, I saw Pam and Cash in the White House just before coming on your show. And I can tell you that I haven't been privy to it yet, but I know it is coming out. They will be taking portions of it. We have to be patient. And I said this last night at a
Be patient. As, of course, she probably was taking orders, a part of what was meant to obfuscate us asking here. Because at this time, we played this video, and I'm like, listen, I just don't buy it. And we were skeptical of her saying this.
Dinner with some media, and I said, I think America needs to remember one thing. We are going to be promises made, promises kept. But
that didn't really happen.
When you're dealing with victims. And by the way, this is a perfect example of a case that was vetted, that went through trial, that had testimony, and was prosecuted the right way. And I don't preemptively attack. That's just not the way I operate. But in this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
You do? Where is that? And are the judges now that just turned her down, are they the ones that are part of a cover-up effort? Or was this kind of a ploy to appease you? And you were a good soldier here, just regurgitating what you were told in order to keep people at bay here from the true kind of disclosures.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking.
Listen, she's not wrong. It's shocking because we were told there's no list. There's no blackmail. There's nothing suspicious here at all. Epstein's just a regular guy. That's shocking.
That there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable. Let's talk about the reverse. I believe in accountability. So you have to now go through your process. Now, I won't say they're guilty until they go through their time in court. But again, now it's time for accountability. We have seen for so many years, Pierce, in this country, many investigations, subpoenas, testimonies in Congress, et cetera, et cetera. But there's a general frustration with accountability. We take it.
Yeah. People are pissed off that he, quote, never locked her up. Now we're getting teased with Barack Obama, which Barack Obama just released a very interesting statement about. I'm going to do a video about that in the future.
It halfway, we don't take it home. And I really believe that now with Cash and Pam, there will be accountability.
And we know that only one person so far has actually gone to prison over that whole scandal. It was Ghislaine Maxwell, the former lover of Jeffrey Epstein. No man so far has actually been put in prison as a result of what happened. Do you think by releasing information from these files, we are likely to see criminal actions being taken?
Absolutely.
Really?
I think it would be negligent for us not to.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I absolutely agree. Now, will she continue to say that? No.
You have to hold individuals who are indeed rapists accountable. We have to have them tried, in my opinion. And I do believe in that. You know, nobody should be just dismissed. You have to have your time in court and your case will be heard. But to hide lists, to protect political friends, all of that, we don't have time for that.
We don't. I agree. Yeah, Alina, 100%. I'm absolutely right. As of course, she specifically said, yeah, I met with Kash Patel. I met with Pam Bondi. And we do expect the list to come out. It's shocking. Absolutely. Criminal charges. It'll be negligent not to. Arrests need to come quickly so these friends can't flee the country. Yes, that's what we were being told. And when we were being told that, I was like, okay, this is what she's saying. I'll buy it when I see it. As of course, she was on the Benny Johnson show as well. Benny should have her on again. And Benny should be like, hey, you told us, you confirmed that you guys were reviewing the documents, prosecutions are coming. He declared this a massive win. Another person said, massive win for America. Release everything. I agree. But we're not going to be getting that. Let's not forget. And I think these statements are things that, listen, now why did she say this? Was she just lying? Was she made up? Was she told to say this? And that's what we have to kind of examine here, as her kind of ouster from the Attorney General's office of New Jersey might have something to do with this.
Just asked about this and where it's at. And I just want to say, I understand and hear the American people's, ask And sometimes they mistakenly put it on me, and that's fine. I'm part of the administration, but I will say that I personally have checked in. They are going through it. You have to be patient because.
Yeah, be patient. We have been, and I even came out when I was talking on the Quartering on his live show, and I was like, listen, let's give them until the summer, because they're saying give us time. We need to protect victims. I'm like, I don't buy that. Whatever. Let's just give them time, and then right in the middle of the summer, right during the slowest kind of time period, where people aren't as actively involved, everyone's kind of vacationing, they decide, oh yeah, nothing to see here, go by, case closed, bye. Bye-bye. Be patient. Stop asking the government questions. As she reassured everyone, hey, no, guys, no, trust us, trust the plan. And this is why there's a little bit of negative criticism against Benny Johnson. And again, Benny Johnson has done some of the most incredible work when it comes to now looking back on. Let's be honest. The stuff that he has done, the interviews that he has done with key members of this administration years leading up to this, absolutely critical and important to understand all of this. But I would argue that he's being now, in my opinion, and I like Benny, I think he's being used. I think they're giving him little bits of information to satiate, pacify him, and to pacify everybody else. And they're essentially, I think, using him and giving him the binder. And saying, hey, we got a binder. You want to be the binder? You want to be let in? You want to, listen, tell everyone we're good. Tell everyone, trust the plan. And Benny Johnson says, see, I told you. I'm like, hey, we haven't seen anything yet, man. We haven't seen anything yet. And it's a little bit too premature to celebrate here. But if she comes back on the show, Benny Johnson should say, what did you mean? Why did you say this? And, well, what in the world's going on here?
Because when you are wanting to prosecute and actually do something with the information that you have to make sure that you save the integrity of the investigation so that we can bring these people to justice, so that we can hold grand juries, so that we can do certain things. You have to be careful. The value for the American people to know immediately would undercut, we have to do it. We have to expose it. And we're going to be transparent 100%.
No, you haven't. You haven't been transparent 100%. You've been transparent negative 100%.
But we also have to make sure we're not.
Now, is she quitting? No. Judges said, no, you're off. You're gone. You're not going to be reinstated here. A lot of people in the administration knew her situation was temporary. But some people might try to spin this saying she left because she's a hero that didn't want to stand with the people hurting children.
We're not putting any children in danger, putting any minors that don't want and do not deserve to be publicly identified in danger, and making sure that we put forth the information that would still assist us in getting these individuals to justice. It's such a convoluted thing, but I will tell you, transparency is 100% coming.
Alina, what happened? What happened, Alina? What in the world happened here? We haven't gotten that transparency.
We did get a ton of documents. Pam's letter, I think, was directed towards the SDNY, that we now know the individual in charge there had directives to go in the FBI and said, be the resistance. Do not turn over the documents. We have no tolerance for that.
They did. The guy just retired and got around. He got like people applauding him. They were playing the bagpipes and celebrating. Yeah, great career. I was like, why isn't this guy charged? Another red flag that I kept bringing up. I was like, if this guy was hiding all the documents, they should have charged this guy from obstruction of justice.
But I would just say to the American people, yes, they got the documents. Cash instructed those individuals that you must cooperate. One resigned, who was leading the charge in not cooperating. And now we have them and we have to go through them. There is a very large amount of documents, I've been told. They are going through them. And I also, frankly, believe in transparency. We have to give the American people transparency. And
No, we don't. They didn't.
We have been, frankly. And unfortunately, sometimes.
Nope.
We have to wait a little bit to go through the documents. We are not.
That's an obfuscation effort meant to pacify us and to keep us going.
Not machines, but I know that they are actively working on it.
And they actively did nothing. And we have nothing. Talk about a disappointment. As right now, Newsweek is reporting that the Republicans have shut down the House floor to avoid an Epstein vote. As of course, who's responsible for this? It is Donald Trump. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
FBI to release the full Epstein files, just get it all out there.
The president has said if the Department of Justice and the FBI want to move forward with releasing any further credible evidence, they should do so. As to why they have or have not or will, you should ask the FBI about that.
Again, Donald Trump's calling the shots and telling Pam Bondi what to do.
There are reports that President Trump or the FBI agents going through the Epstein files were told to flag President Trump's name if it came up. Is that something the president was aware of or something that he directed those agents or the Department of Justice to do?
I don't believe that's something the White House was aware of. You'd have to ask the FBI.
Yeah, this is a big old mess of a situation, especially now. And again, why did the House, why did the Speaker of the House do this? Why did they bail early for its August recess? As there was going to be some key decisions made here, specifically with Epstein. Well, it's very clear why. As this is just becoming more and more of a nauseating, uncomfortable situation. But don't worry, there's people like Ben Shapiro telling you to shut up. So yeah, there's that. Pray. That's the only thing we can do. Pray for all the victims and all the future victims. This is crazy. It's only going to get crazier. Thank you for all of your support on LukeUnfiltered.com. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys doing that. And this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more all here exclusively on YouTube.com/WeAreChange.